What are you doing here, Haywood? You and I don't have any business, and I was under the impression you and Alex don't know each other well enough for a social call.
I didn't recognize Dr. Haywood earlier at the hospital. It's been a long time since we've seen each other. But he was kind enough not to embarrass me in front of you.
Is that so?
I can't say that's entirely the case. My ego was bruised. That's why I followed you here.
I apologize. It was just seeing you out of context. I didn't remember you.
So your memories are coming back then? Good, I'm glad. Because I found the circumstances surrounding our affiliation quite extraordinary, actually. Perhaps Edmund would like to hear about it. Shall I tell him, or would you like to? That is, of course, Edmund, if you're interested.
Sure, why not?
England. We met in England.
So you do remember? You know, you made a spectacular impression on me, Mrs. Merrick. Of course, back then you weren't Mrs. Merrick, you were Alexandra Devane. What can I say? I've always been intrigued by beautiful, mysterious women.
Mysterious?
I found her self-effacing way engaging. I've always loved good puzzles, and I started to wonder what was behind that cool exterior.
Oh, please.
You know, you never said how you met.
It was through a mutual friend.
The same mutual friend that introduced you to Dimitri?
It wasn't Sean. It was another friend of mine that introduced us.
I'm surprised that you didn't return to England, where all your friends are.
Well, Edmund has been kind enough to say that I can stay here as long as I like. Besides, I find comfort being amongst my husband's friends.
Yes, of course, I understand. I mean, his death was so sudden. It must have been devastating for you.
Yes.
Was there any indication of a pre-existing condition? Of course, had there been anything, certainly you would have spotted it.
You know what? It's been a long day. I'd rather not mull over the details of my husband's death with you. So if you'll excuse me, I'll see you out.
Good afternoon, Edmund. I believe I'm being shown the door.
Hold it. That was a very nice dog and pony show the two of you just put on. Now, you want to tell me what the hell's going on?
All my children will be back in a moment here on ABC.
Here, this will explain it. This is the book you've been looking for, isn't it? I got it from the hospital today. Open it to page 2.
What's your picture doing in this medical textbook? You're a doctor.
Yes.
Why have you lied all this time?
It wasn't important. I just didn't tell you.
You lied.
I didn't realize that you were unaware, Edmund. Perhaps I should leave and allow you and Dr. Devane to sort this out. You know, I have to say that it's even more tragic that someone as talented as Dr. Devane couldn't save your brother's life, even though she was with him during those final moments. We study, we train, and somehow it's just not enough.
Look, why didn't you tell me that you were a doctor?
It doesn't change anything.
It changes everything. Everything's fallen into place now. You reading Maria's neural tell me that you were a doctor.
It doesn't change anything.
It changes everything. Everything's fallen into place now. You reading Maria's neurological text. Your in-depth knowledge of Dimitri's cerebral aneurysm You knew all along, didn't you? And yet you acted like what happened on that plane was a total shock.
It was. I didn't expect that. We never would have left England.
You said he collapsed in your arms. Now, where was your medical bag? Why didn't you do something?
I did.
You did? You were a doctor. Why couldn't you save him?
I tried, and I couldn't.
Couldn't? Or wouldn't?
What are you suggesting? That I did nothing to help my own husband?
You had the means to save him, and you had the means to do him in.
Oh, come on. He was alive when we landed. You have to believe that I did everything I could
Lady,
to
I don't
ensure
believe
that...
anything out of your mouth. You've been lying ever since you got off this plane. Who you are, lying about what you are.
I am his wife.
Yeah. Yeah, that you made real clear. And as his wife, you have asserted your rights. You tried to take his body out of the country. You wouldn't let his family and his friends have a final viewing, and oh yes, there's that new will, isn't there? No doubt it leaves everything to you. Of course, I have no way of being certain because your supposed solicitor has yet to forward me a copy.
He will, I told you.
No, you told me nothing. I know nothing about you, lady. Nothing except my brother trusted you with his life, and now he's dead.
What are you doing?
What I should have done a long time ago. I'm calling Derek Fry. I'm gonna have the police investigate my brother's murder.
No, you can't do that.
Why not? Why not?
All right, I'll tell you.
I am really tired.
No,
of
you want to know
lies.
the truth? I'll tell you.